absolutely no idea how incredible this next chapter is going to be. And honestly, I don't really blame you for not knowing that because we are in like a cosmic nonsense right now. We have Mercury and Venus both in retrograde. We're ending out Pisces season. We're going into Aries. So this is an energetical shift completely as we're ending out one astrological year and going into the next. We had a solar eclipse last week. We got a lunar eclipse coming up. Yeah, so it's been a little bit nonsensy. Legal proceedings, justice. It's not even part of this deck. Yeah, so it's just been hanging on for dear life. I feel like collective, we're hanging on for dear life. It's like, you know that there's change happening, but you're kind of disconnected from your intuition on what that is. You can feel it. You know something's coming. You know the shift. Like going into Aries season, the Wheel of Fortune. It's the start of a new astrological year. Big things are coming in. The vibe's just been weird lately, okay? I think once we get out of this Pisces season, everything's going to make a lot more sense. Hi, Ace of Wands, standing right up over there. Yeah. What are you walking into? There is something about you kind of feeling a little bit of guilt or shame, feeling like you didn't meet certain goals at certain times as like everybody else. You were never meant to. Look, it feels like while everyone else was doing like this slow incline of like the next stages in their lives, you are about to fast track all of that like real quick. Coming into your most powerful timeline, but because you did it the right way. You weren't, that's the thing. It's like there's a little bit of shame and guilt surrounding like not doing things at the exact time as everyone else did them, but also the reason why you did it is because you knew that you shouldn't. It's like, you know, you would like to have a spouse or a partner or whatever, and it's like, yeah, I know I want that, and I know everyone else is doing it, but I don't want to give that to the wrong person. The same thing with like career. You might not have dove into college or courses or classes or like whatever this is. It's like you felt yourself holding yourself back, but you knew it was for something of greater importance later. And now it's like, you know better, you're going to do better. You're not going to have to go through these mistakes that everyone else had to make. It feels like there's been a lot of pressure to do things like everybody else, and you're not meant to do things like everybody else. I'm getting a little like, there might be a little tism going on, a little autism going on, possibly ADHD, ADD. Like I don't know if you've been diagnosed or like everyone just kind of says it. Like there is something about you always knowing though. And not that you don't also like have possibly one of those. It's just, you're also very spiritual and you're very gifted. You're so gifted. I'm getting overstimulation. And it's like going into your next season, it's all going to make sense. I feel like you probably have been working on your gifts and you're understanding why you couldn't do it like everybody else. It's because you weren't like everybody else. You know, I'm getting like there's a longing to fit in, but not really a longing to be. There's always been a longing to fit in, but to fit in and still be who you are. Because there's that very like strong distaste to doing it like everybody else. You just can't make yourself do it. And I feel like you have all of the things in front of you, like you could have done it, but you knew it wasn't right. Going into this next season, like this Emperor energy of like taking the lead on your life, all of this passion, this creativity, you're bringing everything together. And especially with the King of Cups, it's like you wanted to wait until you knew better so you could do better this time. Yeah, I'm not even kidding you. Like seriously, the Nine of Cups. This next season is going to bring in some major, big, beautiful changes for you. You know better so you can do better. You know, I feel like you're letting go, especially with the ending out of Pisces season, you're letting go of things that you were, sorry, I just saw the Magician on the bottom, that were holding you back. You know That's why it's so devastating. You know you have to let go of things. People, I'm getting people heavily, but especially ideals. And you know that in order to have the life that you want, to create this life that you want, it means letting go of people who want to make you small, hold you back and make you small. You can create whatever universe you want, but you can't do it while being made small. Is that what's happening right now? The end of Pisces season, you're letting go of, because I am strongly getting like your old life. You're ready to let go. And I feel like you've been letting go. There's just like this one thing, right? Maybe one or two big things that like, you know it's gonna hurt. You know it's gonna be so painful to really let go of, to move on to the next chapter. But great change means great sacrifice. You can have whatever life you want, but you can't take your old life with you. Quickly. That's action. That's getting moving. It's time to get up, hit the ground running. You know, it feels like what took people years and years and decades to create, that you wanted to set a sense of belonging because you felt like you were falling behind. You're going to do it in like the next 6 months to a year. You didn't choose the path that everyone else did because you were never meant to, because you're not like everyone else. And that's why like everything is about to take off. We're going to go to part 2 and see if we can, I don't know, find out what it is that you're letting go of and what it is that you're walking towards.